putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson here. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. Donald Trump tweeted this: more great news as a result of historical tax cuts and reform. Fiat Chrysler announces plan to invest more than $1 billion in the Michigan plant, relocating their heavy truck production from Mexico to Michigan, adding 2,500 new jobs and paying $2,000 bonus to U.S. employees. Glad you guys are here. KJRadio.com, 844-551-8255. If you want to chime in on how the president is a rock star. And I say that really just to intimidate the left. You know, it's funny. Donald Trump, he made a comment the other, and it was, I don't know, it was from a video that he had done a while back. And he goes, look, you know what you people are getting me for? He goes, you know what you like about me? He essentially goes, common sense. He goes, 99% of the things that I'm doing here are common sense. He left 1% for, this is where I know a little bit more than you. 99% of the moves I'm making are things you, as an ordinary citizen, would make if you didn't have all the corruption of D.C. lobbyists and the media. If you got rid of those guys, we would be running efficiently. The world would be in perfect order. The problem is we've allowed greedy, slimy scumbag snakes known as leftists to run this country and, quite frankly, to run the world for the better part of decades, if not centuries. And we are where we are at this time for that reason. And I'm just telling you, it's not rocket science to do the things done. When he talked about saving Carrier, I went, psh. The same way he felt about it, I felt about it. He talked about bringing manufacturing back. Psh, you lower the tax base, you get people to come back. It's really simple. So why doesn't it happen? Because you have to ask yourself that question. Why does it did not happen? Find the most ridiculous scenario, whatever it may be. Like, I don't understand why they're paying Martha $200,000 as a bookkeeper. And I will tell you, it's because Martha's corrupt. And they need her to be a corrupt bookkeeper, because if the going rate is $35,000 for a bookkeeper and Martha's making $200,000, you can bet somebody's making more. When it doesn't make sense, it's because somebody's getting dollars. That's the problem. And Trump identifies that. And he also identifies what happens when you uncover the shenanigans of the left. And that's what just happened with Fusion GPS. We got verification of what we already know. This supposed inside source to the Trump campaign that the president of Fusion GPS, a guy named Glenn Simpson, said existed, is a lie. They offered this up in August of 2017. Full testimony got released about Fusion GPS. That's when he testified, and he made the comment, oh yeah, we've got this inside mole, and he's the one that told us about this Trump stuff and working with the Russians and all this. Then this clown double downs. He goes to the New York Times, goes to get some of Mama's milk, and he tells them, he does an op-ed in the New York Times. We stand behind our story. It is all true. We knew this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And now, guess what old Glenn Simpson's doing? He's running like a scalded dog, like a white woman trapped in Compton. He's going, I'm out of here. He doesn't, now he can't fess. We know the truth. Dianne Feinstein, she releases the transcript. People started perusing it and went, whoa, wait a minute here, Glenn Simpson. This doesn't about fit here. See, because under the scrutiny of a much more savvy public, flags get raised. And now Fusion GPS says, well, the idea of an internal source was, and here's the magic word, mischaracterized. Yeah, we never said he was inside. We said we had some, interesting thing. And so it turns out it was some Australian PM over bar talk. Game over. Game over for all of them. Let me tell you, you folks are going to, you think that you, to heck with the Super Bowl. Remember how you used to celebrate the Super Bowl before the kneelers? Remember that? Remember how you'd celebrate the winning of the pennant if it was won in your hometown, or something beautiful to you. I don't know how you celebrate getting that fat raise. Put it all together. 2018 is going to be that on steroids for you. You are going to celebrate perp walk after perp walk. You're going to celebrate Aberdeen going to prison. You're going to celebrate Hillary Clinton having to get before the camera and go, I was really sorry what I did. I didn't know. I just wasn't sure. And Bill Clinton's going to be standing there smiling, trying to act like he's consoling her as he's smiling, thinking about all them young girls he's now going to get because Hillary's in prison. Michelle Obama's going to be disavowed. Look, I was first lady. I didn't understand what Barack was doing. I had no knowledge of what was happening over here. I know y'all are going, Kevin, this is not going to, I'm telling you, you're going to watch heads roll. You're going to watch FBI guys get demoralized, not just demoted, go to prison. You're going to watch FBI people go to prison. You're going to watch former Obama administration folks go to prison. And I know you're sitting out there skeptical because you haven't seen this type of thing occur. You're like, well, Kevin, we say that every year. We've been going after these Clinton. We've been going after Obama. We've been going after Eric Holder. You're about to get a feast. Donald Trump, I'll never forget, he goes, you guys are going to win. You're going to win big. You're going to win so much. You're going to be like, what's with all this winning? And what's he done? He's made winners out of us. He's vindicated practically everything we've said. We said, if you put a person in office who doesn't have, commitments to these lobbyists, who is not corrupt, and who only looks at the American public, you will see an America that cannot be matched in ingenuity and creativity, you name it. And what do we do? Doggone Skippy. We put a guy there that goes, I don't care what they say. We put a guy there who's unfiltered, who's non-presidential. The best thing you could want in a president is a non-presidential one. Because what we got is pomp and circumstance. We got empty suits, people coming up there talking like this here, acting as if, look, I'm very authoritative. This is how things are going to go. Blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And I know I didn't say anything, but, you like it. You seem to like when I talk, so I'm just going to talk here for a little bit and say some things that don't mean anything. And I'm not going to go back and do anything. And that'll be the end of that. Oh, my God, he's amazing. People, I chuckle because it's so easy to impress these clowns. And they've gotten used to that. And here's Donald Trump going, these third world crap holes. Yeah, why are we sending money over there? Why are we sending money over to people that hate us? Why are we funding NATO when they don't even pay their own bills? Why are we funding derelicts? He hates NATO. No, he hates derelicts. Well, we funded. He called those people crap hole. No, he's racist. No, he didn't. He called how they live crap holes. He called where they live and how they allow government to happen crap holes. And by the way, we have them here in America too. Don't feel like it. We're immune. We got. You want me to list them? Cleveland, Baltimore, Detroit, Chicago. Name any big city. You got yourself a crap hole. Now they divide it up. They make the crap, the crap has color in the big cities. Oh yeah, it's got color. But the Democrats will tell you, he's racist. What about Rahm Emanuel? He's got a crap hole on the south side of Chicago, full of black folks. You think Rahm Emanuel's going to solve his crap hole problem? Of course not. He doesn't care. Because them white folks are living large in Chicago. They got the big shiny buildings. They got the lake view. They're doing all right. They got fat cat contracts that pay them no matter what, while black people over there starving to death, living in squalor and killing each other. And Rahm Emanuel's talking about, or any of these people talking about, he said the word crap hole for Haiti. He could have used it for Chicago and probably will. We're going to play a clip of a guy. In fact, let's do that. Do we have time? Unfortunately, we don't. It's like, 3 minutes? Close to 3 minutes. It's a must hear. You got to hear this guy. He's a Breitbart London guy, and he's describing London. And, he commented on President Trump's comments, but he describes London, and you got to hear it. It's amazing. Let's go back to Fusion GPS. 35-page work of fiction that was meant, they wanted to say we've got this inside mole in order to give credibility to the report. They then took this report, took it over to John McCain and his group or whatever. They make this report. They call it a dossier in order to give it a good, nice little fringe, name. It's bread, but they call it a croissant. And then they pawn it off as being legit. FBI takes it because they want to and runs with it and says, "Oh yeah, look at this. We got proof of this collusion, and we are where we are." This investigation is dead as it pertains to Donald Trump. And now watch what happens. You guys don't believe me. You're going to watch heads roll, and I'm going to laugh.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.